kind of a student were you, Mr. Fischer, when you were in school?
In school, oh,
Yeah.
well, so-so, you know.
Yeah.
I flunked a couple of subjects, but I made them up the next. I mean, I got a good enough mark, so they let me ahead, and I passed them, you know, with flying colors.
This was in grade school, what we call
High
grade
school, high school.
High school?
Yeah.
Did you then go on to college?
No, I didn't
never
finish
did?
high school. 2.5 years.
Oh, I didn't know that. I guess I figured you must have. And what, do you do anything in your spare time to get just away from chess? Do you ever have to just clear your head of the concentration?
No, my head's always pretty clear, so.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you dream chess moves?
No, somebody else asked me that. No,
Chess
I never
doesn't
dreamed about
occur in
chess.
your dreams?
Not that I remember, you know.
Yeah. I think it would. I think it would be there all the time. You'd see a chessboard. But how good are you at checkers?
American checkers?
Yeah.
I just, you know, I don't know how to play.
Yeah.
No good.
I'm trying to think of something that I might be able to beat you at. Slapjack? You know how to play slapjack?
Slapjack.
You know that? You turn over cards, and when a jack comes up, you slap it before the other guy does?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm pretty fast at that, too.
I'll stand you to that sometime. I'm fascinated to know what's in your head when you're playing. Do you see moves in advance?
Right, yeah.
How far? How many moves in advance can you see?
Oh, it depends on the position, maybe. Depends, say. Sometimes just one or two, if there are many sub-variations. But if it's just a forced line, say, might see 10, 20 moves even.
20 moves in advance, you can predict what's going to happen.
In certain
what
positions,
might happen.
yeah. It's a simple position.
When you do that thing where you play 20 people at once and beat them all, do you carry all of them in your head, or when you come back to the board, to each specific board, do you just remember it?
Well,
I don't know what I'm
both.
trying to say,
Yeah,
really.
you have it in your subconscious as when you leave the board. And you work on it a little bit. When you come back, you sort of have the move.
Yeah. Can every great chess player play multiple chess, or is that a separate kind of gift?
Just about everybody can do that, yeah, who plays.
That seems so dazzling. Is that as much fun for you as one-to-one?
No, it's just, you know, it's a thing. It's a show. It's nothing.
It's a stunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something really hard is some players can play a whole lot of people blindfold. I can't do that. I think the record is about 40 players blindfold.
How do they do that?
I don't know. It's rough. I asked the guy who did it. He told me he was, you know, about 2 months after that, he couldn't do anything. He was just exhausted.
Yeah. Can he play with the blindfold off at all, or does he have to have it on?
He plays a good game both ways.
Yeah. Is there any rare book on chess that you've been trying to get hold of that you can never get?
No.
Yeah.
These old books, they didn't know that much way back then. So.
When did chess become the way it is today, or has it changed over the years?
I think the rules we have about 100 years.
Yeah. How far back does it go?
Hundreds, thousands, maybe.
Yeah.
Back to India, I think.
Is it? Yeah. Now, when will you meet Spassky? What steps stand between you and meeting him now?
Well, I have to take on this other Russian Petrosian. So after I take care of him, I play Spassky.
Wasn't there a time when you... are you related to Cassius Clay at all? I mean Muhammad Ali. No, I think that's great.
I'm not related. Incidentally, I was around before Clay. I don't know, maybe he picked up from me.
That's right. He may have taken your
I was
stuff.
U.S. champion before anybody heard of Clay.
Does it bug you that chess is not, well, what shall I say? It's not like the World Series, or although there's been more excitement about you in this meeting with the Russian, probably there's never been chess, but it doesn't sweep the country with its interest like baseball. And yet it does in other countries.
Yeah, well, we got too many things in this country. That's the problem. You know, we got all these entertainments, movies. You know, just too many things people can do. Some of these communist countries, they don't have that many entertainments.
Yeah. You won $5,000 or something in Yugoslavia. Can you take that money out, or do you have to spend it in Yugoslavia?
Oh, yeah, you can take dollars out of Yugoslavia.
Oh,
yeah, sure.
I didn't know that. Now, when you beat the last two guys 6-0, I don't know how to ask this exactly, but at the end of the game, what can I say? Does the guy know why he lost? I mean, and do you know why he lost when he doesn't? Did you get him into a position that he couldn't get out of? or did you get him into a position that he could get out of? This is what I want to say, but he didn't see a way out of it.
I got a little lost there, but
I did too, but I finally got around there.
yeah, he just knows something went wrong somewhere, you know.
Yeah. But is it that you have to get a guy into a position where he can't go any farther? I mean, was there no possible move?
Oh,
that
well,
he can
no,
make,
yeah,
or is
they-
it that there's one, but he doesn't have the computer mind to see it?
You talking about when they actually resign? Or when they resign, they don't. They're not getting checkmated. They just give up because there's nothing left to do. You know, it's inevitable.
There is nothing they can do.
Yeah, well, they could play on, say, 20 moves, but why waste time? They figure.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you show me some classic move or some tough position?
Let's see.
I want red. Give you an idea how much I know about you. I think they only go on the green squares. I don't think they... Do they go on? Oh, they go on all of them.
Yeah.
Have slapjack ready. The way you handle his pieces is like a musician handling his... I don't want to go too far with this, but it is beautiful. Now, of course, I have no idea what this means, but I know that to those to whom chess is a passion, people hate each other over chess. I know marriages that have broken up over it.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
You're not married, are you?
No.
So you're one move away from mating, eh? Oh, I was saving that. What is this called?
This is a position from a famous game, Morphy against the Duke of Brunswick. This is back
That sounds great.
Yeah, 19th century.
Morphy against Duke of Brunswick?
Right, yeah.
Am I in the Duke's position?
Yeah, 1 second.
Am I his grace?
Duke's got a rook here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
And, well, it's a forced mate. Well, he took off the rook check. Okay.
You what?
He took off the rook check with the bishop. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then he took back with the knight.
Uh-huh.
And now it's forced mate in 2 moves.
Forced mate.
For white.
In
Yeah,
2
checkmate
moves.
in 2 moves, right?
That's good or bad?
That's the end of the game, you know, man.
Yeah. Now, is this a puzzle that people have tried for years to work a way out of and decided there isn't one?
Right.
Yeah.
When we showed you want to work it?
No, I just soon you showed me.
Check. Check. Now,
Show slowly where you
Okay,
went, from where to
yeah.
where.
Okay.
You took what and put it where for the people who really know what's happening here.
I played the queen down, check. See, the queen moves like a rook and like a bishop too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the king can't go anywhere, because he can't go here. The bishop is on this diagonal, right?
Bishop is on diagonal.
Right, it's holding that square.
Mhm.
The pawn blocks this square.
Some pieces can only move in certain ways, and
Right.
yeah.
The knight blocks this square. And there's nothing back here. You can't go back there. So you have to make it, so this move is covered by the bishop and the queen. So everything's covered. Only thing to do is take the queen. And then the rook comes down here, and that's a mate.
How
Checkmate.
can it move from all the way down to here?
Well, that's the way the rook moves. It moves in a straight line. Straight, yeah. There's nothing-
In one move or in a number of moves?
In one move, yeah. If
You're
there's,
allowed-
if there's nothing in the way, you just shoot right down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now the king's in checkmate because he's threatening to take it. Can't go here again because of this. Can't go here because of the pawn. And now you can't go back, so can't take it because the bishop protects it.
Hmm.
So actually, you don't take the king off. That's the game's over when you have it, and when it's in a position where it can't get away.
And this is a position that occurred in that match with the Duke of Brunswick and
Morphy, Paul Morphy.
and Morphy. Who was the victim?
The Duke of Brunswick, naturally. Morphy was.
It was Morphy who.
Well, he was one of the old-time greats. Yeah.
Yeah. Gee. Has there ever been an earthquake during a match and the pieces fell off and no one could remember how they had been and everyone?
There were a couple of cases where I remember the lights went out. Yeah.
That's a little suspicious.
Yeah.
You're supposed to grab the other guy's wrists until that's over. No, but I know this is a dumb question, but if that happened during a quake, I suppose it
Right,
happened,
yeah.
you'd know where everything was.
Oh, yeah,
Just-
yeah.
yeah. Gee. Wish I knew what else to ask you. Gee, that's fascinating. How long would it take the average person, or even myself, to learn to learn to last a few moves with you, maybe 5 or 6, starting from 0?
Just to learn the move, oh, 20 minutes. Something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, so that maybe I could be, I could survive for 5 or 6 moves with you. Is there enough
Maybe
time?
a few hours, an hour or two, a couple hours.
Yeah.
Not a big deal, the last 5 moves.
What was that thing you told me upstairs? There's a thing called a one-move mate, or a...
Oh, yeah, that's, well, I forget what they call it, as a matter of fact. There's like 2-move mate, 2 moves.
What does that mean?
Hey, you win the game in 2 moves. Checkmate. 2
And is there only one mathematical possibility of how that can happen, or are there a number?
Well, 2, but they're basically the same, just slight variations.
Yeah. And who figures those out, or did they come up naturally in a
They
game?
probably came up, sure.
Yeah. What other books do you read?
Mainly magazines. I'm not too heavy on books.
Yeah. Are you good in math?
So I never tried to develop myself in all these things.
Yeah. Well, there are no good women chess players, are there? Have you ever had a grand mistress? What? Has there ever been a grand mistress of chess?
Well, the best woman player in the world, I guess, was Vera Menchik. She was Hungarian.
Uh-huh.
But they have a very good one now in Russia, too.
Oh, they do? I thought it was all men.
Gaprindashvili. He's real good, yeah.
Yeah.
About I'd say a master of strength.